Hey guys, it's Rich.
And X.
We are
Two Guys Talkin Games!
episode 26.
Yeah, man, 26. 26.
Ooh.
Woo! Half a year.
Yeah.
Welcome to half a year. It's been 6 months, man.
That's right.
The 6 month, our 6 month anniversary. It's like, oh!
Photo party. Tails in it.
Yeah, ooh, you already know I do.
You know?
And you already know what I'm talking about. Man, oh man, oh man.
Oh.
What a fucking week.
Both unshaven, both haven't shaved
Dude.
faces in what, a week and a half, a week?
I have it. Oh my god. My wife stands next to me and she looks at me and she goes, "Really?" I'm like, I look at her and we're like, "What?" She's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Oh, damn it." Yeah, I'm gonna have to freaking go shave
Yep.
and, do the whole head, shave the head and
Oh yeah, I did the head this morning. You know what this is. This is
It's-
episode 26. It's everything
Woo.
from Dark Souls 2.
Dark Soul.
With
Oh my
a little
God.
Titanfall. You can talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I gotta throw in there. I mean, oh my god, dude.
Your hours in have proven to
Whew.
be what you are addicted to every time I'm on playing Dark Souls. You're on playing
Yeah.
It's just...
You know it. I know it. We all know it. Dark Souls is one hell of a game, man. That shit's got you by the balls.
Yep.
And you know what I liked about it? The one main huge thing I really liked about the game, and I was afraid it wasn't going to be like this, and it ended up being like it. I didn't think it was going to flow from 1 to 2 the way it did.
Yes.
I'm talking about as I picked up the controller.
Yep.
I haven't played Dark Souls 1 in a couple months, like maybe 2-3
Yep.
months, right? And as soon as I started doing the Forest of the Giants, I'm back in Dark Souls mode.
Right.
You can't touch me. I'm backstabbing. I'm parrying, doing what I gotta do, and I'm unstoppable.
Now let me ask you something.
How's
We're
it?
around at the same spot, hours in, level wise, whatever. I've noticed something. Yes, it could be the hardest action RPG anyone's ever played, but I haven't really died that much.
And neither have I.
I figured that.
Neither
we
have
know,
I.
You know.
I know, yeah, because I see the enemy and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and he's not gonna kill me. And I go in and they don't kill me. Now, if it's multiple enemies, I might summon one person so they can be distracted.
Absolutely.
And I'll just be tearing them up with my magic because I in Dark Souls I'm always the mage, and man, oh man, it's freaking ridiculous.
It's good to have the
And now
distraction. It's definitely.
Yes, and I've of course, it's like I moved everything I had from Dark Souls 1 to Dark Souls 2. That's how funny I find it.
Yeah.
Everything I had there and everything that was working for me, I'm like, you know what? Fuck that shit. I want it for over here too. I got my plus so far +8 fire sword.
Yep.
It does fire damage. It's a +8, and I've got all my magics all set up, all my attunements. Really cool things that they added for pyromancy.
Right.
That I have to say this. It's called oh my god, what the hell's it called? Is that
Combustion?
that no, it's not combustion because they had that in the first one. It was it's like this ball that you leave and it just keeps healing.
Yes. A guy did that for me when I was in No Man's Bluff.
Oh my god,
he did it last
dude.
night. And I didn't know what he was doing, and then I stood in it and I healed up.
And it healed you.
And I'm like, what is this?
Yes.
I didn't know what it was.
It's I have life gems, I have my Estus flasks, and I have that. That's what I walk around with.
Wow.
And when I'm exploring, I'm using my life gems and the I think it's heal or heat or some shit.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck it
Yeah.
is. And I put that, I heal up. And what's cool is if you summon anybody and you put it down, they heal up too.
No, that's what I'm talking about. I summoned a guy last night.
It's freaking awesome.
He had it, and he kept waving to me. I didn't know what the thing was that was, and I went over to it and I stood in it, and I'm like, how did I heal up? Are you kidding me? It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It allowed us to get to a level.
Pyromancy, man, it's crazy. There's also one. It's called Lingering Flame.
Yeah.
You put this. He does this thing. He leaves a small little ball in the middle of the air. It's a trap. As soon as enemies walk in that area, it blows up into this huge fireball.
Oh, wow.
So if you got enemies chasing you, or if
Yeah.
you know there's enemies like in the castle area there, I
Lost
forget with those
Bastille?
big guys
Bastille?
with the sticker.
Bastille?
Uh, I'm not
Is it
sure.
Lost?
I forget the names. It's got those really big guys and bandages with the big
Yeah, Lost I
big
think it's
machete.
Bastille or Bastille? Bastille?
Yeah, some
Yeah.
crap.
Lost.
And you
Yep.
know how you walk into the areas and there's all these guys with swords coming at you, and you
Yep.
have to choke them. You have to choke them in the
Yep.
doorways. Okay, it is perfect for that area.
Yeah, because it's like a landmine.
Cause you leave it, you attract them, they come, they all blow up.
Oh, that is funny.
Dude, this freaking game,
That
man.
is
Oh my
funny.
god. Gotta love some Dark Souls 2.
Well, I
Jesus.
have a,
It,
it's called a large club. I have
yes,
with
yes, I have
spikes.
that. Yep.
I got it at +10.
Hmm. Oh well, of
Yeah,
course.
+10, and I added pine resin, and this is how I took out the gargoyles. Dude,
Oh,
two hand that. Now I didn't lock onto the gargoyles because there's 5 of them.
yeah.
A guy online said there was 10. It's not 10.
No,
And then
no,
another
no,
guy
no.
said there was 6. I counted. There's 5, and I didn't lock onto them so because I don't want any to get behind me. So I
Yeah.
just picked my shots. I two-handed it, and when I two-hand the right trigger, not the right bumper, but the power attack, it was doing
Yeah.
1,009 damage.
It's like,
It's like
bitches.
3 hits per gargoyle. I was like, oh my god.
Damn.
Now I
Nope.
wanted to
For
ask you.
there,
What's that?
yeah.
Good.
Oh no, no. I'm saying for that
Yeah.
area, I summoned the guy.
Yep.
Because I looked at him. All right, this is a night guy, so he's probably like a tank.
Sure.
So I go in, summon him, go distract the
That's right.
gargoyles, and I'm smacking the shit out of them with my
Yep.
magic, and their health is going boom, boom,
Yep.
boom. I'm like, yep, next, boom.
Yep.
It was freaking awesome,
I want to ask you about
just awesome.
certain bosses if you fought, and some I can't even remember their names. There was one. It was a spider the size of the Empire State Building. Yeah, it had 2 faces. Did you get to that one
Mm.
yet? I mean, there's a
Uh,
cutscene with it too, because not all the bosses have cutscenes.
yeah, no, not all of them. Some of them do. No, I haven't fought that one.
Okay.
I fought yeah, it was something similar to it, but I don't know if it had 2 faces or not. It looked like this huge. It was in the sewer area
Okay,
there.
let me just tell you that is what I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
Creepiest thing I've ever seen in the game. Let me tell you something. So creepy. I don't know if I told you or Gio this. Miranda walked out of the room.
Oh damn.
Dude, what is up? Okay, I go into the room and I thought there was 3 little mushroom guys that came at me. Is that the place you're
Hmm.
talking about? Little kid.
Yes, yes, I
Yep.
killed
And
them.
then I saw this thing like this gas,
Yes.
I thought it was poisonous gas at first, and a leg, just one leg, that looked like
Yeah.
a grasshopper leg at first, like
Yeah.
that was the size of our house, and then I got the torch where you can light it like anytime you want. I
Yeah,
had
yeah,
the
yeah.
torch, I lit it. What, dude? Come on, that didn't freak you out? That was sick.
See, when I saw the outline of this huge mosquito-looking
Yup.
fucking thing, I was like,
And it wouldn't attack you.
I killed,
It
huh?
wouldn't attack you.
It won't?
No.
Well, see, what I did was, I didn't know that, because I killed those little mushroom guys, and I was looking at it, I'm like, if I get close to that thing, that fucker's gonna kill me. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna magic the shit out of him, kill his
Yep.
ass, and then I did a lot of lingering flames. I did all 4 lingering flames, destroyed it, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I don't want to know what the hell that was.
Oh.
As long as I was able to kill it, I got the fuck out of there.
Dude, that was I've never seen something freakier in a game, let alone a Dark Souls game. But it really sat uneasy with me. When you walk with a torch, the thing won't attack
Yeah.
you at all. You walk in front of its face, and you walk around it, and it's just stand there looking at you. I'm like, what is this thing straight from the pits of hell? I actually texted my nephew Gio and said, I wonder how much From Software paid Satan to make this game. Because that was that was the sickest look. It just looks so like wrong. I don't even know what it was. It just looks so sick. But you kill it, you attack it, and it doesn't attack you. I mean, I kept hitting it. I did poison arrows actually with killing that thing, and it looked like poison anyway. I don't know how you think it'd be like oblivious to poison, but so I killed it. I got some souls. I went in there. I got whatever. I think there was a chest in there or something like that, from what I remember. But
Yeah,
but
something
that
in there.
was just. So did you do Black Gulch after the gutter?
The Black Gulch.
That's at the bottom of the gutter. You find it's like a cave, and that brings you into the next area from the gutter. Is Black Gulch, all poison area. All the place is green, all green.
Yeah, yeah. That's where you fight
Oh,
the
the Rotten.
Rotten.
That's right. So you did
Yeah,
go
yeah,
through
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did go through
You
that,
know you
and I
get
killed the
Havel's
Rotten.
armor in that area.
No, where?
Okay, but let me just say something. Disclaimer: it's not worth it. I'm gonna
No.
tell you
Yeah,
why.
but
I,
I still
I
want
know,
it
and,
though.
and
I
you
mean,
and I
it's
know you'll
Havel's
get it. I
armor.
know because I ended up getting it too. But what happened was, okay, you know that? Did you get the Vengarl's armor like I was talking to you about? Okay, I didn't.
I don't think I've gotten to that
Okay,
area.
did you go into the at the beginning of the game? You talked to the Irish guy who says the statue looks really cool.
Yeah, I just started that
Okay,
area.
when you progress through that area, you're gonna have three different paths to
Yes,
go. The path to your
yes,
right is
yes,
all fog. Did
yes,
you go in there?
yes,
If you go in that area and you stay to your immediate left. Now, first of all, let me just
yes.
give you a little hint.
Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. That head, I killed that head. Well, no, I didn't kill him, but I talked to him, and he sells you
Yep.
stuff. And I then continued to talk to him, and he gave me
He gave you the
that head
helm.
piece.
Yes,
Yeah, the helm. That's all I
that's one
got
of the most
from him.
powerful things. Just wearing the helm. See, I don't wear armor. Just wearing the helm, my defense went from 48 to 168 just from
Damn!
wearing the helmet. So that's why so many people online go, you got to talk to the guy and get the helmet. It's one of the strongest ones in the game. So you obviously went through that area. A great little tip to get through that area without even being touched
Hmm.
is you run through the area. If you see a really big tree that stands out compared to the littler trees,
Hmm.
strike the big tree, and it lets out a big moan, and the enemies are drawn to the tree, and then they're drawn away from you, because those enemies, the invisible ones, you can't lock onto them. But anyway, so got through that area, and Vengarl's armor is what you get when you kill the huge spider that I was just telling you about with the two heads.
Well, I didn't. Now wait a minute. If that's in that area, I haven't gotten to it because I
It's
did
not.
the whole fog thing, but I stuck to the
Yeah.
left, and I got up to these stairs, and I went into the
Yep.
bonfire there under the slope,
Yep.
and then it's all like cursed stuff.
Curse stuff.
So you got to break those
Yep.
vases, and there's that huge frog
Huge
there
frog.
that'll curse you. I hit that fucker from far away and killed him,
Yep.
and then I killed all those lion looking guys, and I didn't know where else to go, so I'm back at the bonfire. But
Okay.
then I was playing Titanfall.
You're gonna find if you explore enough, you're gonna find behind there's a little tower
Hmm.
that you progress to. Like you run up the stairs like in a circular. I don't know if you went to
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Behind the tower is a path.
Oh, okay.
You go behind there and you're gonna find that there's a boss right there, Fog Door. It's like the Scorpion Queen. You'll be able to kill no problem because very predictable. Um, has this huge scorpion things behind, and you'll know
Yeah.
she'll hit him down, and then she breaks out the homing mass, the five lights over her head,
Ooh,
and she's like,
yes.
I'm like, oh, and you got to roll to the side, but very slow, and that progresses you to the next area. But let me
Hmm.
just say, when you do find a huge spider, this is to me the most intimidating boss so far because it's so big in the
Yeah.
cutscene. But the spider has a face, and then in the backside where the butt's supposed to be is another face.
What the fuck?
So you want to summon at least one person because while they're distracting the one face, you can only damage the face. Everything else is like iron. Does
Ooh.
absolutely you can hit the leg as much as you want. The health bar doesn't even move. You go up to the face, big get you break out some fire.
Yeah.
Doesn't do well with fire.
No.
Doesn't do well
Ooh.
with fire. So I'm
See,
just
that's why I like my little sword there. I got it so far as a +8. I gotta bring that shit up to a 10.
well.
My fire sword.
I did find out something that they changed in this game as well. I picked up a Black Knight halberd.
Yeah.
It automatically has fire damage. Yeah,
Hello.
It's
Oh, damn.
strange. I picked it. I looked at it. I'm like, why is it? I hit enemy and fire's coming out. I'm like, I didn't. I don't have any charcoal pine resin on this thing. And I looked at the stats.
Yeah.
When I picked it up, it was 300 and something damage.
Yeah.
So I haven't even leveled it up yet. And it's my main weapon because it thrusts with my shield up.
Oh.
So when I get invaded,
Yeah.
I hold my shield up. I can hit someone 3 times before my stamina runs out. So I'm trying to find Twinkling Titanite to upgrade that.
Yeah.
But my point was, after you get past that spider, you're gonna find another guy that I call like another Havel. He's a little quicker. He dual wields, and if he hits you once with this move, your whole stamina bar is gone.
Oh.
But you can backstab him, and if
Mm.
you backstab, he's pretty much a one-hit kill. He gives you the Vengarl's armor, which is good because at least you can wear it. Havel, dude, it's good and all. I understand how strong it is, but your equipment load, my equipment load is high right now. It's 77.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and I'm like over 100% if I wear Havel's armor. It's like what? It's not even
Well, where's fucking Havel's ring or something?
okay.
Something
Something
similar.
similar. I'm gonna tell you.
You know, because that's what you're gonna want.
You got to go to No Man's Bluff.
Okay.
No Man's Bluff is found through. Okay, you know where all the I call it Anne Orlando 2.0.
Yeah.
If you go through that area, have you gone through that area?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, there's the second bonfire in that area. I don't know if you know where
Yeah.
that is. And you can go
Yeah.
down the spiral stairs, and there's some knights
Yeah.
down there. If you go down there, at some point in the game, there's an area where a wall is broken out.
Okay.
I'm not sure at what point in the game that opens up, but I just went back there last night, and all of a sudden now there's a wall broken out, and I go through there, and that's No Man's Bluff, which is a whole new area. It's probably my favorite level so far in the game. It's like they're undead pirates,
Mm.
and there's a ring in that area, and it's called the Ring of. It's some kind of like the Kings or something like that, and it was hidden behind the illusionary wall, which is pretty obvious because everyone puts the signs down. Illusionary wall, you know.
Yeah.
And it's in a chest, and you pick it up, and it's not exactly Havel's ring. Havel's ring gave you a 20% boost to your equipment load. This gives you 10%.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, my equipment load went from 70
Man.
to 77, which now I don't know if you've noticed, but the equipment load works differently in this game. Even though you got to upgrade that specifically, they're a little more forgiving with what you wear.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you noticed it, but you could be at like 95% and still sprint pretty well.
Yes.
You
I have noticed.
Okay.
I have noticed that. I mean, it doesn't really over encumber you that way.
Yeah.
Until you
try to
max
roll.
out your threshold. Yeah, until you try to roll. It's like, no. Because I'm a mage, man. I have to be super quick.
Yeah, that's true. What do
There's
you have
just
armor?
no way. I do. I have full leather armor
Okay.
on. It does decent on blockage, but then again, I'm not getting hit. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You know, I'm fighting. Like I said, I was fighting those lion guys, and you know they're slow and predictable, and he swings. I'm
I
like,
can't get to you.
back. You know, all I do is press B. He misses. Slap, slap, slap. Press B. He misses. Slap, slap, slap. You're dead.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Well, Havel's armor is kind of like a hunt you have to go on when you're in the area Black Gulch. It's basically I call it Green Gulch because everything in the whole area is green, and
I call it Blood Gulch.
right, right. And you got to destroy. I destroy all the little rocks.
Yeah, so do I. Because if not, you die.
But
and then all those hand things come out of the freaking ground.
Man.
I burn the.
I got my halberd.
I burn that shit.
3 hits and they're dead. If you progress about halfway through that area, there's an area to your left. There's obviously a cliff. If you fall off there, you'll die. But there's an area to your left you could find. There's probably notes down there because I saw people put signs down. You look over the edge, and you'll see there's little areas where you can drop down to.
Yeah.
And you got to drop down like 3 times, and you go into this big cave, and there are these 2 huge giants, and they dual wield clubs. Now you'll get them, but if you hide in a little cave to fight them, like this guy in line said to do, you got to watch out because right behind you in the cave, you could fall off a cliff. The thing is, if they hit you with a club, you don't stay still. They hit you, you fly back like 10 feet, and you fall off the cliff. You can't hide in the. It's almost impossible to hide in the cave and hit them with something. I was hitting them with poison arrows. If they get too close, they'll swing the club at you, or they don't stand far enough where you can lock onto them.
Yeah.
And you're in the dark, so you can hear them, you just can't see them. So if you're gonna throw sorcery at them, you just gotta start throwing it, and hopefully that it hits them, because you can't see what's going on. You want to wear a torch. You want to bring a torch. You better be damn good, because if you don't have a big ass shield, you can be hit with one hit. You can be dead.
Fuck.
So finally, after many times of trying to kill these guys, they drop a key.
Yeah.
You take the key, and you got to go back to the first bonfire in the gutter.
Yeah.
And there's a hidden area that you got to find. There's a treasure chest hidden behind about 150, 200,000 of those stones that spit poison at you. So you got to run in this cave, swing until you can't swing anymore, get poisoned, hope that you don't die before you reach the chest, open up the chest, and then you'll get Havel's armor.
Now, it might not be worth it for me.
It's not. I have it,
damn.
but I don't wear it.
Yeah.
I don't wear it. I have it. It just... I'm like, you know what? I'm good. Maybe if I ever do like a +1, +2 new game or something like that, I'll do it over and over again. I'll do it over, and I'll feel better about it. But it took me too long to get it, and for me it wasn't worth it because I got it, and then I'm like, okay. Then I took it back.
It's
off.
not worth it.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's not worth it.
And I went back to my Vengarl's helm only. That's so it is what it is. You're gonna have to have an equipment load of probably at least 80.
Oh no.
It's just not worth it. Oh, Gio just nephew keeps sending me stuff only Dark Souls related, and he just sent me a text. Let's see. I had to go down, then kill the dogs one by one, climb back up the ladder. The NPC doesn't drop anything. He's talking about the area we were just talking about with the 8 dogs.
Yep.
Now he's in Harvest Valley. It's an absolute nightmare. Poison everything.
Welcome. God damn it, welcome.
But I thought Black Gulch was the only poison area in the game. I was hoping. There's another one. Harvest Valley.
It looks like it's going to be a whole lot of poison stuff.
Well, there's a guy I had to buy a poison ring and a curse ring from him.
Where?
I wish I could remember.
You rat bastard! Where?
Wait, hold on. It might be Old Man's Bluff where the pirate area is. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. You should go to that area because that's one of 2 merchants where he'll buy all your stuff.
Okay.
You want to find him. Gavin, I think his name is.
Uh-oh.
You'll find him in Old Man's Bluff, the pirate area.
Uh-oh.
And he'll buy everything, man. I was selling... Oh, man, I went back to my item box, got all my stuff. And
Uh-oh.
What?
He's in that room where he's up on top drinking his beer,
yes.
Right? Yeah. He's only there once, and then he disappears.
Oh. Well, hey, good thing I get rid of my stuff.
And I already got to him, and I didn't have souls to buy any of that stuff.
Oh, well.
And now I'm fucked.
No, because there's...
God damn it, man.
No, I believe there's 2 people in the game you could do that with, dude.
No. I'm talking about, I want that. I want the rings. The poison ring and the curse ring.
I don't think he's... No, you know what, dude? He's not the one that sells it. I think the guy that sells it is the guy that looks exactly like the one that sells it in Dark Souls. Remember after the Gargoyle fight? He looks like...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's like tall
yeah.
with a black cloak on.
Yeah. And he's like this.
Yes,
some
he looks
shit.
exactly like that guy. So it's not the guy that I'm talking about.
But where the hell is he then?
It's got to be in that area or the area before
because I did the whole pirate area where you get these dogs and they throw these vials of like whatever the fuck on you, and then if you get
Yes.
hit with a fire arrow, you blow up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I passed that area because down there was the mage, and I wanted him to go back to
Yes,
the
you're
main
right.
area so I could buy all his
Yes,
spells, and I
because he
did.
told me to go away. I have nothing for you. He said, "Because
Yeah,
I'm a warrior." Okay.
yeah.
Did you fight the thing on the ship?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And you know what's funny is that thing in the ship with the two guys attached to each
Yep.
other is the same thing you fight
Yes.
in the
Shaded
you know
woods
what.
or forest.
Yes, in the
Yes.
shaded woods. If you go left
Yep.
and you go down all the way to reach the winter shrine or
He's at the
whatever,
very end.
I'm like, son of a bitch, you again?
Yep.
So I killed him like nothing, and
I saw
I
that. I'm
was all
like,
set.
wait a minute. Yeah. He's not hard to beat solo.
No.
Um, some of them are hard to beat solo. Um, the Rat King. At first, I died a few times because I used a dumb strategy. I didn't move.
Hmm.
I don't know if you. I think you went throughout the whole area. Um, yeah, because you got to. I think you have to kill 10 rats before the Rat King comes out.
No, that's not the Rat King.
No, not
That's
the rats. What's it called? He has a mohawk in the
some.
back of his neck.
Yeah, yeah, he's got a
I call him
freaking
the Rat King.
green mohawk or some
Yeah, the
shit.
Rat
Yeah,
King's
you
huge, I
kill.
think, isn't he?
No, the Rat King is in the next room.
Okay.
Small little Rat King. He's got all this blood on him and
Yeah,
shit.
that's the guy.
And
Okay, I joined the covenant. I
you
keep thinking.
join the Covenant.
Yeah.
Now, what's really cool is if you join the Covenant
Yep.
like I did,
Yep.
and I was down there and I was basically spawn killing all the guys that would get summoned over to your world, trespasser.
Yes.
And when you kill them, you get a rat tail, so you could offer it to the Rat
Yep.
King,
Did
and
that.
you need to do 35 of them.
Oof.
And then, but here's the really good part:
Yeah.
they after you kill the person, they drop a rat tail and those lock stones that you need
Oh,
to put in
Pharaoh's
the
Lockstones.
faces.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. So I have like 30 something of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about
Those are
if
good.
I come across anything, I'm like, yeah, let me just put this here and
Yeah.
open up whatever. So
Those are good. You'd be surprised though how many you pick up of those on the way, like in chests and just collect throughout the world.
yeah,
I'd gotten quite a lot of them that I opened up, and that's actually how I didn't realize at first how you get to the Belfry Luna area is with a lockstone.
yeah,
Um, I like the whole secrets part of the game, and it did take me a while to find out how to get onto the ship at Old Man's
mm,
Bluff until I rang the bell.
yeah. You got to ring your bell, and
Yeah.
the ship comes in.
Now,
Yeah.
if you want the poison bite ring, I'm sure if you did you get your guide yet?
No, I haven't
That's
gotten
weird.
it. That's what's funny. I haven't freaking gotten it. Maybe Monday. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's weird. You could just Google poison bite ring Dark Souls 2,
Yeah,
and I'm sure it'll tell you the exact location. 'Cause
yeah,
I can't remember where it was, but I bought the poison bite ring and I bought the curse ring from the same guy. Um,
yeah. So I was really pissed off at that. In the heading towards the giant woods or whatever, the
yep.
wood of giants.
Yep.
There, you get to this area where there's this guy sitting down. Well, where the bonfire is in that little thing,
Yep.
where you can blow out the wall and it's
Yep.
a
There's a guy
shortcut.
sitting down and yep.
Yeah.
Talk to him.
Well, you come out
Yep.
of that area and you go straight and you go to the left. There's some scaffolding. You
Mm-hmm.
go in there. You kill those guys. Right. You go down to the bottom. There's two caves. One's a chest. The other one is a enemy throwing fireballs at you.
Yep.
So I go and I have the pyromancy. I do that little stick thing on that lady that's holding the lever.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So I release her
Yep.
and I buy what is that sweat thing for pyromancy
Oh yeah.
where you're covered in water and the fire doesn't do any damage to you or hardly any damage. So I was like, yeah, what's up now, bitch? I stand right there getting all these fireballs. I'm like, I'm like,
You're like doing like
woo!
no damage
I'm like,
whatsoever.
I'm like, you fucking rat bastard. I hated that damn thing. Freaking killed me. I was like, yeah, it's on now, ain't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
got him.
No, that's a cool area. That's where you pick up the Titanite slab and a Chloranthy ring.
Yeah.
That was
And
a
now,
good find.
that's weird. I also picked up in the game the Chloranthy ring
Plus
plus
one.
one.
Yep, you pick that up as well. That's in the
What the hell is
shaded
up with
woods, isn't it?
Yeah, in the Shaded
Yep.
Woods in the fog area? I'm like, what the hell? Why is there a plus one?
Yeah, there's a plus two as
You know what I
well
mean? Oh,
in the
where?
game. That's not until later on. It's a later level. Um, I gotta look up in the guide.
Uh,
A guy online says, "Oh, I stack them." Nope, you don't stack them
you
because
can't.
you
You
can't
can't
stack
stack
them.
them. You can't stack them.
Liar.
Now, I wonder, is there something similar to like a grass crest ring? Because I mean, a grass crest shield. I wouldn't mind having a shield in the ring like I had in Dark Souls 1.
There probably is. I'd have to look in the guide. Um, yeah, You know
Because I
what,
mean,
dude?
I would make a point. I would make a point to go and get all those things, especially
Yeah,
for me, so
yeah,
I could keep my stamina. Because for magic this time around,
yeah.
every time you do a spell, your stamina goes down.
Oh, so it affects your
That's the
stamina.
difference. Yes, because I could sit there and I'm doing all these spells, but my stamina goes down, down,
Oh, I
down.
didn't
I'm
know
like,
that.
fuck.
Okay.
Then I gotta stop, and my stamina goes up. So that's why it works both ways now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not just me swinging my weapon; it's doing the spells as well. So that's how they've changed things around. I don't think they
Wow.
messed with the strength of magic because I mean it's still there.
It's still
I'm
there.
killing
Yeah.
I'm killing these guys,
Yeah.
but it's the
Yeah. The
it's
stamina. Okay, so
it's
they
the
were probably
stamina
like,
now.
oh, how can we make this a little bit more difficult?
And on top of that, they're also now only giving you, like for the stronger spells,
Yeah.
less number of them. You remember the Soul Spear?
Yeah.
It had 3 of them.
Yep.
Now it's only 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
All right. Before you have to
that's
replenish at a
that
bonfire.
sucks. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Yeah, I figured they would. Maybe that's what they
Well,
meant
not
by.
well, not really at a bonfire because if you have enough of those little leaf things, you can just take the little leaf thing and
Oh,
replenish it that way.
replenishes your magic. Oh, okay. So there are other ways, I guess. Um, yeah. Right now, I'm kind of, I don't want to say lost, but I looked in the guide and said, oh, for the next area which I'm supposed to be doing, or I should be doing, is Huntsman's Copse.
Oh yeah, I already did that area.
That's the beta area.
Yeah,
That's the,
which has the let's see, I killed 2 bosses in there. One of them I don't remember what the fuck it was, but the other one was the chariot with the
yes, the
horse.
chariot with the horses. Yep, that's one of
Yep,
them.
I did that. I
Is it the
did that.
mirror knight shield? The knight mirror in there?
The
The
what now?
boss, the knight with the big mirror shield. That's not in there.
No,
Oh, okay. So
I mean I didn't get to him.
okay.
Maybe you know what I mean, but I haven't I ain't come across him. But I did do that and it was freaking easy.
Okay.
It was easy. That horse was freaking easy. Enemies in there are easy because like I said, it's like I did other areas I wasn't supposed to
Right.
first.
Right.
So now I got over there and I'm like, okay, I'm walking around. I'm like, okay, you're dead. You're dead. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With my sword, and I'm only an 18 strength with a 14 dexterity.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're focused on
And
magic.
I'm focusing on magic.
Yeah.
Magic and attunement are both at 30.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like but with my sword because I have it a +8,
Yeah.
I'm killing them. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like okay,
Yeah.
I just
The
found
the
it
part
weird.
where you're gonna fight the scorpion later, or whatever. After you fight her, it opens up a whole new area you walk into, and that'll lead to a whole new area, which is another one of my favorite areas. It's the something army camp. It's like all these it looks straight out of Resident Evil 4. Straight,
Yeah.
yeah, because they drop the balls on you. Got to run past. It's not that hard of an area actually. It's really cool looking. And then you go into another area, and that's where spiders, huge spiders. It's all that kind of
Yeah.
crap. And the huge spider, the boss spider, is oh man, uneasy. I summoned the one guy, and you could summon someone from the game too.
Yeah.
I forget what her name is, but you got to go down walk down these big spider webs,
Mhm.
and every time you walk down one, you'll see like from underneath the spider web, big spiders come up, and I'm like,
Yeah, huh?
"Ugh."
Not a fan of spiders, huh?
Not when they're bigger than me.
No, I know, right? That one
No.
they're bigger than me.
And then you get into the
They're like,
boss
"Oh,
fight, and you're
damn."
like, oh, I was worried about them little guys. Nope. 'Cause
Nope.
this mother is huge. So
Yeah.
that's an area that if I went through that area a couple days ago, you should be fine now.
Yeah.
Because you went through other areas to strengthen up
Yeah.
first.
Yeah. Which was freaking weird because that's the thing about Dark Souls. There's never a freaking set
There really
way that you're
isn't.
supposed to go. I'm like, what the hell?
There's no right
I'm
or
like, all
wrong,
right.
dude.
So no, there is.
I
There
mean,
really isn't.
I know you like if you'll say like, oh, I should have did this or I should have that with this guy with this merchant. There's really no right or wrong way. I mean, there's your way. That's just
Yeah.
and you're gonna have a different experience. That's how with the other game. Now, Huntsman's Copse. At this point, it
Yeah.
said go down to the area where the whole Anne Orlando area was, and when you first walk down the stairs, there's that thing where it says contraption does not move,
Hmm.
and it said at this point there should be a girl standing there, where I can
Yeah,
either pay her 2,000 souls or I can kill her and get access.
yeah.
She's not there.
Okay. I believe she is one of the NPCs you come across in the world. So if you haven't come across her yet,
Yeah.
you have to find her in the world, and then she'll go there and help you.
God, I talked to a lot of girls. I talked to
You know what I mean? And you know who she looks like?
who?
You know where the Red Dragon Rider was in that New Orlando looking like place? And you go up the stairs, and there's a bonfire there, but there's that lady
Yeah. Yep.
that's right
She
there
only sells
praying.
miracles and faith.
Right,
Yeah.
it's her.
Oh.
It's her.
Okay.
So I guess you haven't reached the point in the game to be able for her to open it up for you.
I'm wondering if I didn't talk to her long enough.
Ah, maybe.
Because sometimes you got to exhaust all the conversation. Because I can warp right to the bonfire there and see if she's
Yeah. If
there.
she's still there, talk to her
Okay.
and continue to talk to her until she says she's going to leave or whatever. But just
Okay.
exhaust everything, and then she's the one that does that for you.
Okay. Because I'm looking right at the shiny at the beginning of
Yeah.
Huntsman's Copse through the
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah.
I just need the room to turn just a little.
Yeah.
So I was trying to turn it with my club and
No, no,
it wasn't
no,
working.
no. It's not gonna work.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So I think I did about. It looks like I've done about half of the areas so far.
Yeah, because it's I find weird because you know how when you find an area and you found a bonfire.
Yeah.
So now when you go to travel, you got the little square that has that area, right?
Yep.
So I found it funny that after I found a few of those areas, I found all these other ones that I guess I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
So now when I'm actually finding the ones that I am supposed to, those are getting kicked down.
No. Yep.
Like, you weren't supposed to find that yet. You weren't
Yep.
supposed to find that. You know what I
Go
mean?
back later. Go back later.
So, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like, ah.
It
Yep.
is kind of cool that I like the whole warp system where, like, if I make it to a bonfire, I'm like, oh, now you can choose never to have to go through an area right previous to a bonfire again. It's like
Yes.
you can just go right. I mean, it was different in Dark Souls where, like, I got
You
annoyed every
had
time
to.
I went to Blight Town. I couldn't warp in. I had to go down the thing and just, and now it's like as soon as you get to a and the cool thing is when you get to a primal bonfire,
Yeah.
you can't go any further. It's like the end of the road where you kind of just it goes into a cutscene. You warp right out of there automatically as soon as you light it.
Mhm.
Have you done that yet? Like where it's just like, yeah, you'll get to what is called a primal bonfire. That means I don't believe you can ever warp back to that bonfire,
Mhm.
and there's nowhere further to go in that area. And I had gotten that when I fought in the Lost Bastille area. The boss, looks like he has handcuffs. Did you fight him?
Yeah. No.
I think it's called the sin or the lost sin or something like that. He basically has like shackles on his hands with one sword.
Yeah.
Moves really quick for a guy that has shackles. And like what the hell? So
Yeah, I still have to go back to a lot of these areas because after I would fight 1 to 2 bosses, I'm like, okay, so where the fuck else am I supposed to go? I couldn't find new areas, so I just went back and found other places.
Yeah. Yep.
So I probably have to just go back and do some way more exploring, which is fine by me. The game is freaking awesome.
Oh,
I'll do all the exploring I gotta do.
absolutely. Yeah, because you want to be able to say, like, what's going to happen is what's going to happen to both of us. We're going to read, oh, you break this wall open and you find a hidden area and a whole new area to. Oh crap! I didn't.
You're like, oh, son of a bitch! Damn it! Yeah.
Did you find the blacksmith in Lost Bastille where you break the wall open? There's a wall that breaks open. There's a
yes,
okay.
Yes. But see, here's the thing too. He's looking for an ember.
Yeah.
I haven't found any embers.
Flame ember.
I haven't found him.
I haven't found him either, but he keeps saying flame.
Yeah, I'm like, I need a new ember. I'm like, all right,
yeah,
bitch.
I'm like, dude, never mind the flame. Fix something, do something. So yeah, I got to look up in a guide too about the embers. That and I really am in desperate need of twinkling titanites. I find a lot of the lizards that carry them. Every time I see one, what they do now is they run and it's always in a cliff area and they run and jump off a cliff.
Yeah.
And and they don't. They die from that, but you don't get the.
You don't get the thing.
No, you got to actually kill it. With
You know where there's one that always does that to me.
Where's that?
You know when you're jumping down, when you're in that mid circle thing at the rat area.
Yep.
And you jump down those steps, and then you see that wood bridge.
Yep, it's this one right
there. Right there. I'm like, you son of a bitch, where are you jumping?
Yep.
And then if you go down there and follow it, them assholes that run to you, lay down and blow up. I'm like,
what the? You know what? I killed the lizard there. Was it yesterday? I was all excited. It says they dropped Twinkling Titanite something else. All of a sudden, I went to the blacksmith, and it wasn't in my inventory.
It went away.
Where's my Twinkling Titanite? It's like my one time. Yeah, I took out those guys with arrows. Yeah, you can take them out. If you stay on a bridge or you go from side to side, there's like 4 of them. I took them out. 2 arrows. So you could log onto them. You know what I'm talking about, right? So you could take them all out with your sorcery. Because I went, okay, so say there's a treasure chest on that bridge.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the treasure chest and you look to your right, I went that way. Yeah. Went down a hall and stuff like that, and all of a sudden that led me into I believe that led me into the gutter.
Oh.
There's another way into because it looked like Blight Town. You had to go down this little jump because everyone left signs looks familiar to me, looks familiar or whatever. So and I don't know what's in the other area, but there's there's so much.
Yeah, I know I have to go back down there because I guess I didn't go and I didn't find some other boss that you were saying that's down there at the gutter. I mean, I fought that mosquito looking thing, but that wasn't a boss, and I fought the whatever, the nasty, the rotten. But if there's something else down there, I guess I gotta find.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else is down there. No, I don't know if there's another boss down there in Black Gulch or the gutter. No, I think you got. It's funny because Geo didn't come up on that whatever that was, mosquito thing that doesn't fight back.
No,
he keeps texting me.
Well, it only comes up if you're actually looking for it, because you have to get to that scaffolding where it's next to the wall, and then when you get to the wall, there's that big cave opening, and there it is.
I thought the floor was moving.
Yeah, me too. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Little poison everything. So my nephew, Gio, he just texted me and says, "Oh my God, be careful with the covetous demon boss. For one of his attacks, he eats all of your armor, and it gets unequipped, and you get unequipped. What? Your rings takes all your rings as well."
What? Oh no! No!
What is happening?
I don't. No. You don't. What's his name?
The covetous demon boss in Harvest Valley.
No.
Okay, guess who's summoning 2 people for that one? I won't.
Guess who's not getting who's not gonna be having any rings on? What the fuck?
Damn, that sucks. Okay, so just a little pointer there for you, X, and anyone else. I know there are spoilers in this show, but Dark Souls 2 spoilers, but for some people. But if you're in the Harvest Valley and you are, I guess, going into a fog door, you are going to fight the covetous demon boss, and he eats all your armor and your
all your shit.
No way.
No.
I had that when I was in the rat area. I had some guy that I don't know if you got this, but I kept getting summoned.
You're not getting summoned. It's not that. You're a trespasser in that area. So you're going to go until you beat all them rats.
Yeah.
And you talk to the Rat King and you join the Covenant.
Which I did. So now I won't do that.
Once you have that ring on, it won't have you be the trespasser.
Okay.
You'll then be killing people who are trespassing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they'll be summoned to you. I had one guy, it happened. The guy came in and I killed him. And he sends me a message and he goes, "You fool, I was sent there to guide you." I'm like, "What are you, a fucking moron?" I'm like, "Dude, wait until you reach the Rat King. You'll know exactly what's going on." Stop talking about.
Was he was an invader or no?
No. It's a trespasser.
Okay.
He's trying to say that he got sent there to guide me. I'm like, bitch, no, you weren't.
He probably doesn't know any better.
You were freaking a trespasser.
Because I kept getting it kept saying summoning to so and so's world,
Yeah.
And then that guy in the world will come and attack me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
why am I here? Leave me alone. I'm trying to go back to my game. It kept happening to me.
Yeah.
But one guy had something glowing on him, some green stuff. Dude, every time he hit me, covetous ring broke. Hit me again. Armor broke. Hit me again. Halbert broke. I'm like, no! Guess what I did? Rich got up, turned power off.
Really?
Turned the power. Dude, all my shit was breaking. So what happened is I homeward boned, and then I went back up to Majura, and I had to go to the blacksmith, and luckily, I had a bunch of stuff, a bunch of souls, and I repaired everything.
Now, I don't know about you, but all these sub bosses that you get those big souls. I'm like, you know what? I don't need none of their fucking weapons. I am consuming those souls left and right. I'm like, nope. Give me that shit. Give me that
shit. Looked
shit.
up online. All the stuff you can create is it's cool to look at, and the names are cool, but the weapons suck.
Yeah, it's just like Dark Souls 1. So I was like, you know what? No, I'm good.
Don't even bother. I take all the souls in. It's for me, just like you. I guess this playthrough, it's all about leveling up.
Yeah, this playthrough is all about leveling up. I'm like, fuck that shit. You know what? I'll create the level, the weapons when I'm at new game +4.
Right. When you have basically nothing else to do with the souls.
Yes.
That's when you.
Then I'll do it.
When you do it.
So but until right now,
no, not even worth it. No. There are some areas I did mark down worst and best areas. Worst areas for me are the gutter and Black Gulch. I hate those areas. Again, I feel like I'm in hell again. It just my favorite area is Old Man's Bluff, the whole pirate. Area. I just love that area. It's just a cool area. I like the level design and whatnot, but I don't like feeling like uneasy when I'm in a level and the whole Black Gulch gutter area. It's another Blight Town.
Yeah, it's another Blight Town.
It's.
But then again, it's just areas that if you run and you get to in that area where it's all green, if you get to the point where you break a couple of those bosses, but then you get to where the second bonfire is, run. Get over there, jump down, after you get the thing.
Yeah.
Be human, jump down, get really close to the door.
Yeah.
And there's only 2 or 3 of them little statue things. Summon people and do what you got to do and then get the fuck out.
That's true.
Run through the area. You don't need any of that shit.
If I know now how long it was going to take to get to the whole Havel's armor thing, I would have tried to summon people for that.
Yeah.
And I would have been the one holding the torch, maybe.
Yeah.
And having the 2 guys summoning, for light so they can see. Because I'm telling you, that to me was probably the hardest part. No boss was the hardest part. I can't even say. That part to me was the hardest part in the game so far.
I don't know if it's from the experience that we've had with Dark Souls 1. I don't find Dark Souls 2 to be that hard.
No, I have to agree with you. It's not. It could be. But
it could be if I didn't know how to play.
If you didn't know how to play,
I'd be getting my ass whooped.
I could see
but
that.
It's like, man, knowing how to play, these guys are just dying left and right. I'm like, okay. Like I said, I'm over here in areas where I know I wasn't supposed to get to.
Yep.
But I'm still passing and still progressing, and I'm still because I know how to play.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I think maybe a new game +3. Possibly.
Yeah.
I'll probably make the game harder.
Yeah.
Burn the items and make the game harder or something.
Yeah, the enemies harder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see doing that too.
Because of that, you know what I mean? Because it'll just be overkill.
Well, and how about Havel's shield, which is in the game as well?
Oh.
I think you pick up with his armor, but your strength has to be a 50.
See.
And that's my point. I mean, new game +1, +2. I could see using that because the leveling up is going to be so high.
Now, you did get the what ring is it? The one that the little snake one that we used in the first one to get more souls when you kill a person?
Yes. Is it the covetous?
Some shit.
Ring, I think it is.
Yeah, probably. I'm like,
enemies drop more souls. Yep.
Look what I found.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I keep switching out though because I still use the life ring.
No, I don't.
I like the HP upgrade. I use that, the Chloranthy. I use the ring of it increases your physical attacks.
Yeah, the sword ring.
Yep. And then the fourth one I use is the 10% boost to equipment load. Um, I like all the bonuses in that
Yeah.
respect. You know.
No, I mean I have Chloranthy ring plus one. I have if I'm hollow,
Yep.
I'll use the ring of binding. If not, no. I'll
Exactly.
I'll
Yep.
I'll use the one for magic, of course, which it increases the speed that I'm able to cast the spell.
Yep.
Um, I'll use the sword ring for of course, because I use my sword quite a bit, and
Right.
then I use the silver servant covetous whatever ring
Yeah.
to gather more, and it really does. Like I go and I kill a boss, even for the bosses. I go in, I kill the bosses, I get a ton more souls.
Dude,
I'm like, nah, screw that, man.
there was a boss. It might have been the Rotten or someone else. I forget. Like one boss gave me 6,000 souls, and then another boss gave me 25,000 souls.
The rotten gave a whole lot of
I
the
think
rotten. I
that's what
I
it was.
left I left the rotten with 45,000
Yeah,
souls.
yeah. In the next room where then you, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, why? What determines, they give you a ton for one, but not a lot for another, It's just,
Yeah, I don't know. And I guess in one of the bosses, I think it is the rotten. He's one of the old souls.
yes, yes. Yeah,
Because if you go to the girl there in Majula, she goes, "Oh, you've acquired a very old soul."
yeah.
I guess maybe that's like in reference to those four
The
old
four,
souls.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm
Yep.
like, okay, I did that shit already.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah.
I'm like, but there's so many others that I haven't killed. What the.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of them,
So
I was talking to Geo about this too. A lot of the bosses that don't have a cutscene before you fight
yeah,
them
yeah.
aren't that memorable to me.
No, no, no.
I guess because they don't have a cutscene. Like I've walked into rooms and all of a sudden the health bar appears in the bottom. I'm like, oh, it's another boss fight, and
Yeah, it's like
you know,
it's like it's like that boss fight with those three tall knights,
yes, the Sentinels, the
the sentinels. I'm
radiant
like,
radiant
I'm
Sentinels.
like, what the fuck?
Yep,
I'm like, okay, boom, 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 kill them. I'm like, oh,
yep.
okay, and I just left. I was like, that was a boss fight. What the fuck?
I had to
That's
summon
weird.
someone for that because I don't have magic, and let me tell you, I think I summoned the girl that you could summon for the game. I forget what her
Hmm.
name is, but you got to stay on that edge to fight the first
Hmm.
one, and then when you drop down, each one of us has to focus on one because getting hit from two at the same time that's ridiculous. You can't because
Well, see, I killed that one, and I stayed up on top, and I hit him with magic.
with magic exactly.
And I was like,
Yep.
bitches. Pew, pew. I'm like, they died. I'm like, yeah, yeah. Then I finished off the last one. I jumped down and I
Yeah.
started hitting him with my sword, and he died. I was like,
They don't
man,
do well at all with lightning. They take
no,
big damage because I applied gold pine resin to my regular halberd before I got the black pine
yeah.
halberd, and I hit them with a power move with the halberd with lightning, and they're taking big damage from that. So
Mm.
they don't like lightning. Um, but anyway, yeah, just I'm trying to figure out where to go next. I'm gonna go back and talk to that girl, see if she can go down to unlock the old the Huntsman's Copse area
Yeah.
and try to tackle that area. You
Yeah,
know.
but so far, I've been very impressed with Dark Souls 2. I like how the game looks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah,
Freaking opening cutscene was awesome.
it
It
was.
looks like there might be a little bit more story around in this game. You know
Yes,
how we had gripes that Dark Souls 1 really didn't have that much story.
right.
Uh,
I've noticed that as well. Yep, they're
you know,
definitely.
there's quite a bit, a little bit more on this one, and
Did you
yeah,
get a
it's just
soul
the
vessel?
game. I've got two.
Okay,
Who the
good.
hell am I supposed to give them to?
Okay, you go back to. They said go back to the firekeeper, the first firekeeper of the game, which I'm guessing you talk to the witch,
Hmm.
one of the red witches, if you
Yeah.
want to redistribute your points that way. That's what you use those for.
Oh, I got two.
Yep. Yep,
Oh,
that's what you use those for. It said go back to the first game's firekeeper, and
yeah.
it's got to be the witches or the
Oh
witches. So you go back,
shit.
and I think you talk to her, and you can give her the soul vessel, and you can just redistribute. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, because
There
she's the
might be some.
first, right? Because who else was?
Yeah. No, no, it was her. She was the only first one that you talked to.
Yeah,
Man, that's
that'll
I'm
be it.
def. I got two of them. How the hell did I get two? I don't know, but I found them.
You get two throughout the game because I believe I have two as well. You just pick them up. You don't You know, you don't buy them from someone; you just pick them
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah.
Because I didn't know what they were for, and then I looked and it says, "Give this to someone and dot dot
Yeah.
dot dot." I'm like, "What?" So then I looked up in a book and it says, "Soul Vessel, um, offer this to the first firekeeper in the game to redistribute your points, your level points." So you could play a
Damn.
totally different way right now if you wanted to.
Right now, yeah, no, no, I like playing my mage,
Yeah,
but I might, I don't know if I might change anything because I like how all my things are right now. Maybe later on,
yeah,
like oh, like see, it's really cool because if you're going for achievements and at like a new game plus 3 or whatever, and you gotta do all this bullshit with the miracles, you
yep,
can sit there, redistribute all your points, put a shitload into faith, and do you remember like
yes,
that in Dark Souls
yep,
1.
yep. And that's why people kept starting over again because they're like, well, I mean, now you can do New Game Plus 2 and you can change to a warrior with a
Mm-hmm.
soul vessel without
Yeah,
having to start a whole new game. You could change the way you play,
man,
and
man.
still
If
be
if,
leveled up.
if I knew that was that, you know what? I think I might, not right now, not for this one, but you know how you start later on.
Yeah,
I think I might start as a deprived and start fresh at a level 1,
level 1.
and then because that I think that would be like a blank slate,
Yeah,
and then use Lord vessels to whatever. And then that'd be awesome to change. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
So hang on to them.
Man, oh shit.
Yeah, because
Mm.
I'm not using mine right now. I'm just gonna save them. I don't know if I'll ever use them, but if I wanted to switch something out a little bit. You do the same.
Yeah.
I put my points into the same force, strength, vitality, dexterity, and whatever endurance, and then I put some into the equipment loading one. But other than that, I put into the same stuff over and over again. Um, but anyway, yeah. So I'm about halfway done. I do like the game. I gotta say, I like it better than Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I like it better. I like that there is somewhat of a story. There's a new graphics engine, although I did find some hiccups and glitches, a little
Yeah. So did I.
screen
So did I.
tearing here and there, and
So did I. Yeah.
yeah, a little glitchy here and there. I'm guessing that the graphics engine at this point is probably so powerful that the PS3 and the 360 are having kind of a hard time running the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of. I don't like any of the summoning or invading thing at all. I know certain areas like Belfry Luna,
Mm-hmm.
all you do is get invaded by gray spirits over again, where the gargoyles are. If you stay in that area, I got invaded 6 times last night, within like a half hour, and one of those times I got invaded twice at the same time.
It's because those are covenant areas.
Right,
That's why.
right, and
That's why.
I did notice it changed quite a bit when I joined the covenant, got the achievement, went back to Major, and joined a previous covenant.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went back to Belfry Luna for some reason, I don't know if it was just subconsciously me, but I noticed the invasions weren't happening as often.
Yeah.
But I think, just like you said, it's a little annoying though, because it's like
Yeah.
you're fighting an enemy and then you're being invaded. It's like, dude, that part of the game I thought was kind of.
Well, see, that's why they put that little guy right there in the beginning, so you could join to stop all that invading. Join the area. Join the covenant. Do what you got to do, but then it'll be you that's going to be invading somebody else's
Right,
game.
right,
You know what I mean?
right.
But just they won't fuck with you
Yeah,
if you're whatchamacallit. So just run up, do what you got to do, and then go right through the gargoyles once because you joined the covenant and just get the hell out of there.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
It is what it is. I know they added some different elements of the game, which is fine.
Now let me ask you this:
Mm.
if let's say you, for some unknown, ungodly reason,
What?
were to have a Xbox One right now,
Yep.
rat bastard, um, and 6 months down the road they come out for it for the next gen,
Mm.
would you pick it up?
Probably not.
No?
No, I'd probably just keep playing it for the 360 at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if well, okay, let me just
I,
say this.
I would, for the
Yeah,
simple reason that maybe the game would look better because of won't have all those hiccups and glitches and all that screen tearing.
if they came out with a version that added a whole new area, like a huge add-on.
Probably a DLC or something already
Yeah,
included with it.
and that
You know
was
what I mean?
included. Maybe, but they did ask them just last week. They said once again. They said, "Are there any plans for next gen release?" And they said at
No.
this point, no. PC, yes, but at this point, they said they want to really focus. If they're going to focus on anything more Dark Souls 2 related, it's going to be DLC.
Right.
No, it's not going to be trying to bring it to another.
Right. Another
Because
console.
they spent 2-3 years making this for the system, and they don't want to spend. They want to focus. And they said DLC is going to be based on fan feedback. They're not going to do. They're not going to do DLC just to do it. If they get enough feedback from fans, they'll do DLC. But they said the next gen. They said they're probably not. I'm Dark Souls 3.
You know what DLC I would like to see? You know what DLC I would like to see them do? You know how you get all these NPCs and they say, "Oh, I'm from this land, wherever the fuck they're from."
Yes.
And this and this and this over there is going on. Because I know there was one guy that was talking about that there's all this war, or this lady. Yeah, there's all these wars going on over here and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But I came over here to do this. Give me a DLC
that has
that I go over there.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
because they have like two or three different NPCs talking about that they're from these different areas, and they talking all this junk. I'm like, all right, then you know what? Let me go see these areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually have it. I read something on Havel. When I looked it up in a guide, it says when you pick up Havel's armor, it says little is known about Havel. No one even knows if his name is actually Havel or he comes from the area Havel. So, that being said, what you just said, that'd be kind of cool if they had some kind of DLC that elaborates on that.
And you'd go to Havel.
Right. That would be
and cool. All the knights are Havel.
Havel Knights.
With the dragon tooth.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be so awesome.
I'd
be fucking
insane,
killing them.
Dude.
I would be killing them. That would be awesome, dude.
That would be freaky, man.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, they'll have DLC, I'm sure, but and there is another area too that you had said in the Shaded Woods or whatever you fought that boss that was on the ship.
Yeah.
Did you go down the middle path?
Yes, but that isn't that like a dead end?
Yeah, there's a big door.
There's that door. I found that too in the Woods of the Giant or whatever. There's that big door, and it says you got to produce the proof of the king or whatever.
Right, yeah. Right. So I'm wondering if I don't know how I got to look that up and see what exactly it is that you need for that.
I believe how the game is going is you get all these mini craps, these stupid ass little bosses that you get regular souls.
Yeah.
But then you get those main souls that you're getting.
Yep.
Right, like that we had gotten.
Yep.
With those main souls, I think you get, what is it, 4 again?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
You get all 4. I guess you go talk to that girl, or whatever, and turn it into some bullshit.
Yeah.
And the proof of the king or whatever, and then, or you're able to open up one of the doors somewhere along the line and be able to get the proof of the king or some shit.
Yeah, maybe. I mean? Yeah. I'm hoping it's like an emblem or a symbol, but maybe I got to look that up in a guide and see exactly what that is, what that means, or how you progress if you can through that way, and see. But now, you playing today?
I am. I so wanted to earlier, but my cousin jumped on Titanfall, so I was like, all right, so I jumped on Titanfall. And Titanfall, I gotta say, great, awesome fucking game, dude.
Yeah,
but for me, big mistake coming out when Dark Souls 2 came out.
Yeah.
Because Dark Souls 2 got me by the balls. But it's definitely the game to pick up for the Xbox One. It is that good. And it's a reason why everybody and their mother gave it such a high score. The game is that good. The game plays phenomenally. You know what I mean? It just does. And again, it's from the guys that made Infinity Ward.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Yeah. They're the ones that made the game, and it plays. It's very fluid, man. It's seamless to go from pilot to Titan.
Yeah.
It's just, you're just bigger, and you got different. You can't double jump and stuff, but you could glide. It's just awesome. Yeah, it is. It's a really good game. Really great, fast pace. high adrenaline, just all out nuts. It's just crazy, and it's a great game. It really is. You know, all the customizations that you could do.
Mm.
Pilots, you got 5 slots.
Mm-hmm.
Titans, you got 5 slots, so you could pick and choose whatever you want. Right now, I'm playing as an ogre. I'm playing as the ogre, which is the big bulky Titans.
Yeah.
Got high defense. I got that with the freaking grenade launcher
Yeah.
and with just homing missiles that I could manually control.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
And I got the light screen wall that enemies shoot the wall. It doesn't hit me, but I could shoot through the wall.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? It's just
That's
it's
hot.
awesome, dude. It's
Yeah.
awesome. It is awesome. The game, it is awesome. If you're not playing,
Mm.
if you know, aside from Dark Souls,
Right.
if you're not playing this game, it's ridiculous.
It
It is just ridiculous.
it did get great reviews, man. You know, both games are you know holding steady at around a 90%.
Yeah, I
Which
mean
is
it's
really
a
good.
system seller. It's a system
Yeah.
seller. This is the game to get. This is the reason why you would pick up a Xbox One would be this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
Huh.
good.
All right.
And now you know the game the system has a couple good games that you could go out and buy the system, and you could get a couple good games like you know Dead Rising 3, Titanfall, right,
Yeah.
Rich?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right, Rich?
Sure.
Right, Rich? Yeah, yeah.
If I could pull away from that
right,
that crack game, Dark Souls 2.
Mhm.
Did you? Oh, I want to say one more thing about that was. It was obvious, but it wasn't obvious about
What?
Dark Souls 2. Did you see it's rated T for teen?
No, I didn't see it was rated T.
Yeah.
The fuck's it? What?
Yeah, I thought that was strange. What makes this less mature than Dark Souls?
Dark Souls was rated M?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And for mature, this one's T. Geo
What the
pointed
hell?
out. My nephew goes, "This is rated T, but Dark Souls was rated M."
But it's not like Dark Souls had any nudity or anything in it.
I'm guessing because of the, um, just the mature, the visuals. It's just I know Queelag. They didn't show her nipples
Yeah,
or anything, but they showed her,
shit.
top or boobs.
Yeah, that
I don't know how
was
that would have made. There was no swearing, obviously, but I mean, there were some really disturbing areas and a lot of bloodshed, lot of blood. You know, like when you stab into people and stuff like that.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. It has the little option in Dark Souls 2 for blood and
Yeah.
stuff, and I have it on, but I haven't seen no damn blood. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I can't remember if the backstabs don't. Prove
No.
that? No. Yeah, I don't know. T for teen. I thought that was strange.
Hmm.
But, whatever.
T for teen, huh?
Yeah, I mean, opens up a whole new fan base. Maybe that's why they
guess,
try
I
to
guess,
push
yeah.
for that. But here, look at this:
Jesus.
107 minutes, an hour and 7 minutes in,
Mm.
and we were talking about one game.
Dark Souls, man. Dark Souls 2 is a beast.
Yeah,
Beast of a game. But I would definitely give Titanfall a solid 9. It's just it is what it is.
yeah,
It is what it is. This game, man, you get together with your friends and you're there's nothing like dominating in that game.
Yeah,
There really isn't. There really isn't, man. And you can't just dominate as a Titan. I could be a little pilot. I unlock these landmines
yeah.
that you toss.
Mm-hmm.
And Titans are walking and or not even that, C4 as well.
Oh wow.
And you can just toss it, and if you basically set traps for Titans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's awesome, dude. It is. It really is. If it wasn't for me personally, if it wasn't for Dark Souls 2 being out right now,
Yeah.
that would be all that I'd be playing.
That's all you'd be playing. Yeah.
But I can't right now because Dark Souls 2 got eyeballs. It just is what it is.
Well, just thinking, and probably the way we're playing, we've only played it for 5 days.
5 days. I'm 30 hours.
No, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
30 hours into it.
We're not even a week into playing, and all you're gonna need, like at this time next week, most likely we're gonna be either close to being done or done,
Yeah.
because they're saying average is a 60-hour game, and
Yeah.
we're both at around the 30-hour.
Yeah.
So I, and as it holds now for me, I'm holding steady at giving it a 9 right now, as a review score. I'm about halfway done, but I'm gonna give it a 9. Difficulty is there, but if you know what you're doing with the Demon Souls and Dark Souls, a lot of it's based on Demon Souls.
Yes,
You
yes,
know, the HUD.
I've noticed
That.
it is a lot like Demon Souls.
Yes.
It
Yep.
is. It really
Noticed that
is.
that a lot. But I would give it a solid 9 right now with the way it. Did you notice your character moves a little? Yeah, I didn't notice it was quite as tight as Dark Souls. At first, it was.
You know what's funny? Here's the thing, though. Your character's gonna move
Yeah.
that way until you raise up your stats.
Yeah.
When your stats raise up, your character changes.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
my character's no longer acting like how it was when I first started playing the game. My character right now is playing like my character was playing in Dark Souls 1. It really is.
How about this? Do you notice this? Now I'm a tank right now. I'm using the tower shield,
Yeah.
which you got to be at 30 strength. I mean that's like 100%. Damage, physical protection against damage, and next to the Havel shield, that's the strongest shield you can have. I still sometimes when a gray spirit comes into my game,
Mm-hmm.
they'll hit me in a way where I'm taking damage with my shield up.
Yeah.
And I still don't like, even with all my armor on and stuff like that, I still don't like when I get like stun locked when I get hit. I don't understand it. I get hit once and I can't move for like 3 or 4 hits.
That's because you let your if you let your stamina run out completely, that happens. You have to raise your stat for in something for that to no longer happen. That'll stop happening.
Dude, my stamina's like
But you have to get
full
it
when
up.
I get hit.
Yeah, but it's in your stats. You have to raise something in your stats. That's what's funny. You know how they broke a couple of the stats up?
Yeah.
You have to raise some certain stats up to take that stuff away and
Well,
to make the game play like how it used to.
Well, then I thought it was my poise because that helps with the way you stand when you get hit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My poise was, oh god, I think it said 1.5.
Yeah.
When I had nothing on, when I put on that Vengarl's whole set, my poise went up to 50, fit like 50% or whatever that is, or 49.5, which is I'm like wow, that's a huge jump. But I noticed if I get hit a certain way, I'm just standing there. My stamina's full too. I get hit, I'm like oh. And I'm like, move! What are you doing, bro?
It must be the really hit critical hit. It's probably a critical hit.
I got to look it up and see why, because at this point it's like I should be strong enough to take a hit without getting stunned, you know?
Yeah.
Because that is annoying. Then you end up having to roll away. But
yeah, you should definitely be strong enough to be able to take it.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, I'm a tank, man. Jeez, gosh, man. Anyway. Well, okay, yeah, hour and 12 minutes in. I guess I should wrap up.
Yeah, that's
our Dark Souls 2 show.
Well, our first of many Dark Souls 2 shows.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I already know because we haven't finished the game yet, and I know we're going to be talking about Dark Souls 2 again.
Yeah.
So I hope there are a lot of Dark Souls 2 fans out there.
I hope so too, man, because this is the show to...
This is it, man.
And are some spoilers, if you guys want to chime in on the conversation here, you just... Put up on our Facebook page, and tell us what you think of the game, man. You know?
Yeah, tell me what ring I should have right now.
Yeah.
Tell me what ring and why. Tell me what ring I should have and why.
All right.
That's what I want to know.
Someone could tell me, like when I get stun locked, I get hit once. Why is it? Stamina's full. My poise is at like a 50. I mean, should I be leveling up some other stat? I mean, I could probably look it up in my guide, but if someone knows, I'll just look on the Facebook page. That'll prevent that, because I don't like getting hit and just standing there with my shield down.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. Well, that's about it for the show.
So that's it, guys.
Yeah, man. Just continue to like, comment, subscribe.
Let's share. Yep.
On YouTube, Facebook, and keep it going, man. Keep the Two Guys Talking Games virus. Keep the infection going.
In a good way.
In a good way. It's a good infection.
It's a good infection.
All right.
All right, guys.
So it's until next week, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yep. Peace.